Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Calmlands. Yes, indeed, Farm Sim 22, picking up the rest of our straw. So it's a good thing I did not just turn around and sell that header yesterday. Because we actually have another field of oats down by the cows. One of our original little fields. But little or not, it is there. And it is going to eventually ripen and need harvesting. So, I have put the header back on the header trailer down by the cow barn, and we'll just pretend none of it happened. Do hope everybody's doing absolutely wonderful today. It is a Friday morning as I record this. Here in beautiful Powell River, British Columbia, Canada, where we might have a fairly decent day. Just more than I can say for most of the ones we've had up to this point. It was actually, didn't even reach double digits yesterday. We hit 9 degrees Celsius and it decided, yeah, good enough. And that was that. How are we doing here? 90%? Let's get this bit of dregs from this last row then. That might come close to filling us up. It might. Say, if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed and you find this is the kind of content you'll like, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's, luckily, it's just as inexpensive to do as hitting the like button, which, from what I understand, is absolutely free. Yes. Now, I'm thinking, I mean, we have a few things we can do with this straw. We're not going to use more than we have in stock, so that's sort of, you know. But as for getting rid of it, now we can sell it up here, we can sell it down the bottom of the hill, or I can turn it into digest and sell it as digest. But I don't know that there's much of a money increase between what we're getting for straw and there, now I don't have to stop, and what we're actually getting for digest. So the only thing it would be doing would be costing us diesel to drive all the way down the hill, and then taking a second trip to run into the digester once it had been, or not to the digester, but there's a sign right in the middle of the parking lot, from the digester. But as we know, the animal dude will also buy it. It's less of a trip. Like I say, I think we're getting about the same money as we'd get for it if we went through all the other stuff. So, we're just simply gonna flopicate it here. Be happy with the little we get, and understand that, hey, it's an extra benefit anyway, you know. The oats that made the straw were the important part in this case. So, you know, if we get a couple of grand for it, cool. Yes, indeed. Another $2,500. You know, so that's $5,000 worth of straw we've sold there so far. Oh, $5,000 is nothing to sneeze at. Although me being me, I could sneeze at just about anything. So. Look at this. Street signs in the middle of the parking lot. What kind of a place are they running here? I swear I'll sue them if I get them flat. Oh. I'm heading down the hill to the oat field we haven't harvested yet. Okie dokie. At least I got my schlit together, Yes. Alright, let's drop the little brushy bit. And, whoa. Start her up. You don't have access. Yeah. There we go. Caw. Now this originally, of course, I dredged out to be our sugar beet field, but then decided against it. So, and we do still have a sugar beet field. Well, like I said, I think we're probably... It's a pretty good payoff. I mean, maybe not to sell outright, but we get a lot of sugar out of those sugar beets. So I think it's going to be well worth it, especially with the larger field and what a pain in the butt the other gear is, to just get the big guy. And, you know, top it, harvest it, box it all up in one step, basically, so that all we have to do is offload it into trailers and run it down the hill. And I think that will serve us best. Here, we don't need all the numbers up there. We know it's running. It seems to hold a fairly steady 60 frames. And as for time, well, and the episode will take exactly as long as it needs to. So, I'm not one of these YouTubers that sets a timer before I record. You know, 28 minutes, sorry, timer went off, bye. Yeah. I know some who have much higher views than I do, who basically... And this is a new episode, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they could be, in fact, halfway through doing this row, and simply YouTube would cut to an ad, and you'd realize, oh, the video is over. You know, you might even sit through the ad to watch the rest of the video, but there is no rest of it. So, yeah, I just sits down, I guess, and records for, you know, 2 or 3 hours at a time, and then just cuts it into half-hour segments, no matter where those cuts occur. But I guess it's a valid thing, because like I said, you get a dang sight more viewers than I do, and shows a lot of the same content. So, alright, let's go get ourselves another $2,500, because hey, who doesn't want to, you know? We might even get one more out of here, which isn't bad. I mean, that means we'll be getting, you know, $10,000 bonus just by having a crop that produces a waste product that's worth money. So, yeah, I'm down with that. Well, it's kind of a... Whoa. Kind of a nuisance having these signs all over the place. I think the municipality would do something about it. Shame, shame, shame. Boing, crane. Now, of course, once that other oat field is harvested, we'll have the straw from that to deal with as well. But that'll be that. And like I said, hey, it's basically almost free money. I mean, we do have to do this, right? Go up and down the field, spend some diesel, some maintenance, some wear and tear. It's hard on the paint job. Apparently sneezing while you're in the cab is hard on the paint job. I don't know why they used watercolors, but they must have, because I know that one vehicle we bought, within a half an hour of owning it, it already required whatever the heck it was, $26,000 worth of paint. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they're using watercolors. Really expensive watercolors. Alright. Let's get us the rest of this. Yeah, good thing I remembered to turn it on. You can see up there, I didn't get it right away. I had to think about it for a moment. That moment probably cost us $7. I don't know. I just recorded an episode of Junk Punk. I really like that game. I do wish the developers would put a little more effort into quality of life. You know, I'm sure there's not a person that plays the game that wouldn't trade in the stupid top hat for a single freaking Minecraft-style torch. But there you go. Not sure if it goes up today, i.e. Friday, which is not the day you'll see this. That'll be probably a Sunday. But, yeah, the Pets DLC for House Flipper dropped yesterday. Did an episode of it. Pretty cool. Got myself a husky. Yes, I know. You're all shocked. What, you didn't get a cat? Well, they kind of give you your first pet, sort of. I won't spoil it for those of you that don't know how it's done, but it's pretty cool, actually. But yeah, and I happen to get a husky, so, which is cool. I've never actually had a husky. I had wolf hybrids, and they looked almost identical to your standard, you know, what you consider your husky face. But they were 3/4 wolf and 1/4... Well, one was 1/4 Malamute. The other was 1/4 husky. So... And let me tell you something. When you cross a wolf and a Malamute, be aware of the fact you do not have yourself a small dog. In fact, I got a feeling he was one of the biggest dogs you'd ever run into. At 6 months of age, he weighed 160 pounds. And he wasn't fat. He could stand up, put his paws on your shoulders, look over the top of your head. Yeah, ooh, we gotta get that little bit down there, and then we'll have a full trailer. Yeah, he was just a big boy. The problem was he was in fact so big and so powerful that no matter what we did, he would escape all the time. He was capable of tearing fences apart like they were nothing. Yeah, he snapped chains that you would have gone, sure, that'll hold my pet bull, Ferdinand, no problem. Yeah, it wouldn't hold Tremor. He'd lean up against the end of them so that he'd get as much tension on them as possible. And then you'd see him just push all his weight forward, and that would be it. Chains would pop like they were just made of plastic. He is now an RCMP dog. He was inducted into the force after about his 8th escape attempt. Or not attempt, successful escape. And unfortunately, the way the pound works is every time they pick up an animal, they raise the price to get him out. The last time we'd gotten him out, it cost us $1,200. We were looking at $2,000 this time. And I was standing at the counter, chatting with the lady, and I use the term loosely because I'm not allowed to say F and B on YouTube. And a couple of RCMP came in. They were dropping off a dog. They'd arrested someone and said to the lady, yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be a few years before he's home again. So, yeah, they had to drop his dog off at the SPCA. They said, we're looking for large breed dogs. Have you got anything in stock? And I said, well, you know what? I can't afford to get my dog out. They've taken my pet away, you know, but there's a 150 plus pound, extremely smart wolf cross in the back, wolf Malamute. They took one look at him, went up to the lady, handed her a voucher for the money that was owed, and he was indoctrinated into the BCRCNP. So yeah, that is the story of Tremor. As for my other wolf hybrid, her and every other dog in about a 4-mile area, in one community all went missing on the same night. Every single dog, from a little tiny terrier to a great big mastiff. All of them, every single dog, including my wife's Shar-Pei, my wolf hybrid, our neighbor's 2 Rottweilers, the mastiffs from across the road. Yeah, nobody to this day knows what happened to them. But every single dog in that area disappeared on the same night. So, yeah, weirdness, man. Alright, and that's our straw harvest. Story time with Species 7. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's come over me today. I'm obviously in a rambly mood. But, alright. Now, with that done, I do believe that we can pretty much call July 5th, or July 1st, I should say, done. Boom. And our other tractor, yeah, he's just a setting here. So, let's check on how the critters are doing. And then we'll likely advance a day or two. Because I'm feeling we're pretty much done for a little while. Other than the usual, you know, must-tend animals. Though they're certainly fine at 583. How's the egg production coming, ladies? 1,097. Hey, you're getting there. Good job on you. Yeah. Proud of the works of you. Got a buddy named Colonel Sanders coming over later to see. I'm just kidding. Well, you gotta keep them on their toes. Not that they, you know, have toes, but yeah. You know what I mean. Alright. How's the Great Canadian Maple Syrup Show going? Well, we still got 2,000 liters of water. Nothing produced yet because I just dragged them off and sold them this morning, I guess. When we think about it, it was actually just like this morning. Alrighty. We know we got lots of extras there. Lots of extras here. Starting to build up there. Good. This, as you can see, is nowhere near done. He's still green. It's getting to the right height, but it's still pretty green. Indeed. Indeed. Piggies. Excuse me? That's mean. Looks like they're doing just hunky-donkey. And the coos. They got a pretty darn good supply, too. Ooh, look at that. 20,000 liters of milk. You guys have a tank of milk ready for us. Nice. Nice. Where does it go this time? I'll have to look into it. And, of course, we have the ever-popular woolly crunchies. Feed them grass, and they produce fur. Pfft. They're almost as useful as my cats. Oh, God, I hope they're not listening. Alright, what do we got? Hey, full honey container. Always good to see. Way to go, bees. Awesome. Yeah, we got a little bit of stock to sell. But as I say, that's pretty much how we do for water on these things. Getting down there, eh? 1,700 liters. Right on. Well, we've made it through the 1st of July. And I think that's where we're gonna call the day. Boy, I think this is the latest we stayed up for a year. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. In real life, I'm in bed at 11, I'm up at 5. Well, 5:30, I wake up at 5, but I usually just lay there for 20 minutes or so, trying not to disturb the kitties too much. Alright, let's jump in here. Let's make it another day. Excuse me. Alright. $980 property income. It's usually a couple of grand. I don't know why that varies so much. Well, we know you guys will be doing just fine, so the only thing I'm really concerned is one of our other fields may come good while we're doing this, so we'll go and check after this one. Good on. Let's have a look at the field situation. Alright, now... Oh, that's crop types. That's why it's showing that. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're almost ready there. That would be... what, the other oat field, I believe? Yeah, that's our other oat field. This is the one we just did. So that's good to go. The cornfield is a ways. As are the... Well, not that far, eh? We're getting awful close to raisin time. Olives a little further. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to raisin time, man. But nothing ready yet. Animals, the pigs, oh. Rats. Off to piggy land. Alright. I don't know that we're ever gonna get that piggy building up and running in time. You know that? Like the pig food building? I just didn't plan it out right. And we're gonna end up coming up without one of the crops. Because we need, it won't accept oat as the grain. And we don't have any sort of surplus of barley or wheat. So... this thing, I don't believe... Yeah. No active production because we have no grain. So yeah, I think that's just going to end up being a bust. Now, I guess the choice here... Well, let's go have a look. If it's cheaper for us to simply buy a couple of pallets of grain and dump them in there... And I have a feeling in the end it will be, even if the cost is very close. Because we've got all those other products already in there. Right? So I think instead of buying pig food, what we'll do is... oh really? You can't? Oh sure you can. Come on. And we'll put it back where it belongs. And, yeah. Let's buy some wheat. Wheat. Yoing. Buckets and barrels and pallets of stuff. Alright. Oh, actually, let's go, big bags. Alright. Big bag of wheat is $1,400. Big bag of pig food is $900. Ooh, quite a difference. Wow, $500 a bag, eh? Ooh. What? Why is that one so expensive? 1,000 liters, $1,400 for wheat. Oh, it's $1,400 as well. Well, it's just a different make, is that it? Lime, pig food. Yeah. Alright, I think what we're going to do is both. We're going to take that down and throw it in the pig food mulcher. And then we'll come back up and we'll get a couple of bags of pig food to hold them over until that thing actually produces. I mean, we'll end up selling that unit when we sell the pigs, but the thing is, I don't, I have bothered to put some of our hard-earned crops in it. So I wouldn't mind if when we went to sell it, it was at least almost empty, as opposed to full of all our, hard work and sweat. Yes, that's what I feed my pigs. Hard work and sweat. I think they're a little fonder of the hard work. Alright, come on. Don't send the trailer into a tizzy. There's no need. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's start on some corn-based pig food. We should be able to, shouldn't we? Materials missing. Corn. Wheat or barley, right? Oh, really? Oh. It has to be barley. Yeah, I don't know. I think this thing's a frickin' joke. Yeah. Well, that was certainly a waste. Time, money, effort. You name it. Yeah. And yet, pretty much every time when I'm loading the game and they show those little tips across the bottom, oh, pigs will eat just about anything. Uh-huh. Unfortunately, the device that makes their food is the fussiest thing in the game. Alright. What a freaking waste of time. 0. And this is for the chickens. This is why I haven't used that little bit that we actually had already. And dang it. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Because it's corn instead of another grain you have to use. I don't know. But I do know we're not going to have any barley by the time we sell this farm. So, yeah. We're also not going to need to lime any fields, so we could probably get rid of that unit. I don't know if we can sell the lime. We might be able to. That's a thought, eh? But for now, I think we're going to call the episode. Hope everybody enjoyed. I do thank you for joining me here today on the Comlands farm. And, take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now. Oh, and hit the like button, eh?